Welcome back to another video. This is a requested video on how I cut my hair. Of course, I start with wet hair. I use a little Moroccan oil just to get my coarse and thick hair a little slicker, and then for this time I actually wanted to trim it a little bit first because I thought it was getting really long and I just kept layering it and layering it, but I wasn't actually cutting the length, so I decided to go ahead and part it right down the center, bring it to the front, and just chop it as short as I wanted it. And I think I only wanted to lose about an inch or two there, so that's what I did there. I started just combing out all the tangles and just chopping it straight across before I do the rest of it. And of course I check to make sure that both sides are pretty even there, but pretty much that's just a blunt chop that I'm doing right there. So yeah, that's it there. Then I guess I thought it wasn't short enough, so I went ahead and chopped it a little bit more, maybe another inch or two. No, I think I took about another inch off. And on some of these you won't be able to see me actually doing the scissor technique because I'm doing it on the back, and I tried to prop the camera up as best as I could, so I'm sorry if it wasn't as visual as it could have been, but that's pretty much what I did. I checked to see if I had cut enough, and I didn't think I had, so I cut about another inch off and just bluntly straight across. And these are pretty sharp scissors, and they are made excuse me, they are made for cutting hair, so they worked really well. Now I'm going to brush all my hair to the front. At the top of my head I'm going to put a ponytail, and that's going to go pretty far up at the front, almost at the forehead there. You see, it's very close. And then I'll start chopping it again as short as I want it, straight across, but then I'm going to take the scissors and point them inward and chop that way. But I'm still chopping the length here just to get it as even as I can, and probably losing another inch or so there. And see, now I'm starting to stab the scissors inward, and I'm having to separate it a little bit because my hair is really thick, so I'm starting at one side. At one point I even split it in half. I kind of open up the ponytail a little bit because it's really, there you go, right there. I'm actually having to do that in order to poke in and cut, in order to get sort of a jagged edge instead of a straight across edge. That's kind of what my hairdresser taught me to do years ago. She would tell me if I ever did my own hair that that's what I needed to do. So that's it. It's finished there, and I'm just going to blow dry it, and that's it. Alright guys, so this is the way my haircut turned out last night. I think it finally looks a little shorter. I really try to get it a little shorter because every time I do that cut, it seems to just layer it, and then it still comes out in a nice little V in the back, but it doesn't really lose very much length. And I think this time I did. Oh, let me lower the radio, y'all. Sorry. Anyway, so this is the way my haircut turned out. I think it turned out a little shorter. I brought it all to the front first, which I normally hadn't done until later, but I did it first. I did wet it, and I brought it all to the front first and chopped it as short as I wanted it. And then I did the ponytail. I gathered up all the hair into a ponytail at the top of my head and cut it as short as I wanted it. And then I start spiking it by drawing the scissor into my hair to the edge. Otherwise you get a blunt cut, and you don't really want that, especially if you have thick hair, because at least that's what my hairdresser always told me. So she always used to do that as well. She didn't do the ponytail one, but she never cut straight. She would always cut, you know, into it like that. So I think it came out okay, guys. I rolled it a little bit this morning. I curled it with a hot iron, with a hot, what do you call it, wand, and so it did take me about 10 minutes to comb it up, to curl it this morning, and I think it came out in pretty good layers. I don't think it looks crooked. I don't think it looks butchered. I think it looks okay. So that was it. And I still kind of have bangs there. They were a little stubborn this morning. I didn't touch the bangs because the bangs I had just done, but if you want, I can do that in a separate video next time. Let me know how you like this video, and let me know any other requests you may have about videos. Anyway guys, so that is the end of my haircut video. I had to, of course, use a voiceover because I couldn't cut, and talk at the same time. But I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for requesting it. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you again really soon. Bye.